You could say these ambassadors with the Downtown Spokane Partnership are like Swiss Army knives of Spokane's downtown core.
Whether it's changing a tire or helping find a lost child.
They patrol 80 square blocks downtown to report and help with any safety concerns. Their new uniforms now include these gray bulletproof vests.
Downtown is safe, but the reality, we all know the reality. We are faced with a growing opioid, frankly, and methamphetamine pandemic that is creating more erratic and criminal behavior. My team is often first responder to these situations before law enforcement can get here.
Dan Hall has patrolled downtown Spokane as an ambassador for about 20 years.
I think with our level of engagement with individuals on the street, the potential for something to happen to us has increased. As far as the average citizen on the street, I don't agree with that. I think everybody's pretty safe down here.
He says downtown has changed for the better over the years, but they still have the occasional interactions that may become violent.
Definitely been threatened with knives, machetes. I've had screwdrivers pulled on me.
Hall has noticed wearing these vests has been a deterrent for those encounters. During our Facebook Live interview about the vests, viewers overall had a positive response to the new gear. But one comment suggested wearing the vests may make downtown look like it is unsafe.
The assumption from somebody walking by might be, oh, well, that means maybe it is more unsafe in downtown Spokane, but you're saying that's not the case.
Well, I mean, let's not mistake. Again, we are dealing with globally, frankly, a rising level of opioid and methamphetamine use, which is creating more erratic and criminal behavior. In terms of the average citizen, I would say downtown is safe. In terms of the type of behavior and the interaction that my team is engaged with, I'd say things have gotten more concerning.
The city of Portland has a similar downtown ambassador program with most of the team wearing vests as well. Hall says even most private security in Spokane wear them.
I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Amanda Roley, KREM 2 News.